Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. Go pick you up some merch at bigherc916.com and wash your ass, man. Don't be walking around funky. Go pick you up a bar of that soap and get your booty right. You know, there's been a lot of things going on in the news lately, man. A lot of distractions, things that capture your attention. Balloons, like what you see at the amusement park, to entertain you. And you have to wonder, are these distractions trying to get us from looking at something that's bigger at play? You know, you just had, what is the Nord Stream pipeline? You know, them coming out about, you know, who was involved in actually blowing up that pipeline over in the Baltics. And then we have the U.S. sending tanks to Ukraine. We've already sent more money than we spent on any war that America has been involved in the last 20 years. We've sent to Ukraine. Never mind that there's cities in America that don't have clean drinking water. Never mind we have a problem with fentanyl, opioid crisis, homelessness. Never mind any of that. We're going to send the money abroad because there's an economic interest there. So we have that going on. Then we have the Chinese spy balloon. You mean to tell me they're going to call it a Chinese spy balloon? A balloon that we track everything around the world. You know, you can track when Santa Claus is coming to town, but a spy balloon, you actually think it's even capable of being a spy when you can see it miles away. Our Air Force has the technology to see these things when they launch. So for them to say that it made it to our airspace and was actually conducted surveillance is almost a joke. It's almost like, really? And then we have objects being shot down from the sky. 3 objects in the last 3 days. The last one, it says here, was Lake Huron. They shot down something. They said the Air Force took down what was an object. And so now, you know, they're getting the debris together off of that, and they're going to figure out what they're going to tell us on that. But then we had the train derailment in Ohio spewing chemicals all into the sky that nobody's been talking about. And that's a major, you're talking about something that is affecting thousands of people. They had to evacuate a lot of people from that town. And then we had another derailment in Texas. And, man, 3 train derailments, 3 identified objects being shot down. Interesting math. What's the next 3? You start putting all this together, man, and, you know, I don't want to get into putting on the tinfoil hat, but it has to make you wonder, what are they planning next? And are they trying to pull us into something but distract us so that we don't realize we're getting involved deeper than we should be? Do you guys think the U.S. is prepared to enter into a war? And do you think it's the U.S. or is it other factors at play? You know, this is, if you do the history and research, whenever they've had wars, it's always to consolidate. It's always to bring in treaties, agreements, to make other countries do things that go against their sovereign, their sovereignty of their nation for the greater good of the whole. And that's how they justify it. America is the last country that really has the rights it has, even though a lot of what we have right now appears to be socialistic. You know, they've pretty much wiped out freedom of speech. They've implemented all these other very idiotic policies that keep people from, you know, asserting themselves or explaining themselves or doing certain things because of, you know, racial undertones or sexual identity issues. So they got all this shit to keep us, and they keep trying to close it in smaller and smaller. What do you guys see? Do you guys see that essentially it's a play just to try to wipe out our sovereignty, or does our country really care about its people, man? See, the divisiveness is one of the biggest ways to keep us from ever uniting. I've never seen so much racial shit outside of the distractions in the media, unless you go back to the 1960s. That, you know, whatever relationships that were mended among the communities, they really want black people to hate white people to feel guilty that black people hate them, and to also hate black people. They want us to not get together with the Hispanics and Mexicans, because then you have a voice where the Mexicans actually have more voting power than the black community in America. And like I said, these are all the distractions. You know, I know I went off course, but these are all distractions. Us going at it, this going at it, the hip hop, it's all tied in. I don't know if you guys really see it, but sometimes you just got to kick back and just look at the big game. Look at the chess game. Look at the chess game, man. It's all tied in. These people, there's so many different strings being pulled that you don't even realize that it's all connected. We got to be smarter. We can't fall for the bullshit. We got to realize that as a country, I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, if you have a belief in the values which make our country, our community what it is, I got your back, man. I got your back. Because if I see somebody, and if they don't have to look like me, but if they're in danger, I'm not going to walk past them. I'm not going to leave them hanging. I'm not going to be distracted by some bullshit. And I'm not going to push that bullshit. So, hey, man, leave a comment and let me know what you think. And at the end of the day, is it going to be the country being ripped from the inside out? Or are we going to come together and look past all these bullshit distractions and get some real answers and hold these people in office accountable and do right by our family and our children? Big Herc 916, man. Hello, my name is Big Herc 916, and I'm with the Wash Your Ass Committee, and I'm traveling across America helping people wash their ass and get their booty holes clean. And I have with me here today Wash Your Ass Soap, and this one in particular is Butt Naked Scrub, but I also have Festival, Oatmeal Milk and Honey, Jamaican Me Crazy, Monkey Farts, and all these scents smell very good. They will help cleanse your body of funk and also make you feel better about yourself. So if you can go to BigHerc916.com, you can pick you up a bar. And my goal is to help America combat funk. Don't forget to stop by the Big Herc 916 store and pick you up a sticker for your car, or a patch, or a sticker for your laptop, or maybe a beanie, or read one of the many books that Big Herc 916 has authored. You know how we do it. Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.